Hi there, it's been some time since I've put pen to paper, but I thought in honor of Youth Day, it deserved some sort of reflection. And so perhaps this is an invitation for us all to tap into our inner youth, maybe. The world seems in a mess, full of turbulence and turmoil. We've even shifted from the axis of our own blue mortal coil. Have we lost our moral compass? Have we lost our own true way? Broken promises and partnerships, for it's just easier to stray. With every single news channel, each social media feed, we witness dark destruction fueled by the goblin of greed. We've had the war to end all wars, yet everywhere we look, we've failed ourselves as students of our own dire history book. Such devastating losses, such anguish and such pain, yet we send another missile to obliterate again. Our egos built on lies, to prop up our fragile facades, our even bigger mansions are perhaps really just houses of cards. But of course we know the answer. It's our single version of the truth. We'll keep stealing from the future and then hand it back to our youth. They'll be paying for our obsession, for our never-ending taking. They'll have to fix the potholes and the mess of our own making. But I believe they will. For remember, we all were once there, with fire in our bellies and minds so free of fear. For us older generations, our last unneeded sin is to sit in our chair, throw our hands in despair, and let the old ones in. Because to celebrate the youth is not simply about an age, it's to find our spark once more, to harness the passion of rage. But don't follow in our footsteps, for we'll only end up here. And to get out of our stuckness, let's find a different gear. Could us youth in mind and spirit simply exercise new choices? And if we're physically unable, could we exercise our voices? For the blood which feeds our last breath is no different from the blood at our start. And what we need from the youth of all ages is a more compassionate heart. Just this week, at our Comrades we showed, as Mzansi, we can always do more. When a youthful athlete crossed the finish line at an age of just 84. And as our winners carried our nation to a doubly spectacular gold, the other heroes were out there, showing us how to be bold. And maybe that's what's really needed, is the courage we have in our heart, and to know that everything's possible when we take that first step as a start. So happy Youth Day to the youthful, which means happy Youth Day to us all. For it's youth who teach that to walk is to rise every time that we fall. We can't make outrageous claims that we will put an end to each ugly war, but we can teach others to rise, for by God, we have fallen before. For to rise, we'll need every muscle, each heartbeat and each breath from lung, with the wisdom of all our past, combined with the energy of all that is young. Have a wonderful Youth Day, and keep strong.